going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Terrapins will boot it away to start the game. Let's see what he can do with the return. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Wolverines offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He makes a catch. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first down. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They're going to ride this running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
And the Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. Penalty is on the D. I guess the good news is it didn't lose much ground. There's not much left. They're not just close enough to smell it. It is overwhelming their olfactory sensors. They are right on the doorstep, 3rd and goal.
And this was looking like such a promising opening drive of the game. They had it down close. They tried to run the ball there on 3rd down. Didn't get it. So now it's decision time for the head coach. Do you want to pay this thing off and go for it? Get aggressive here, trying to capitalize and score a tutty on the first drive of the game.
And it's no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. So Maryland's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the thing. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You got to worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this second.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names. And Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Terrapins have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. He's got him. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He lets it fly. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Bringing the heat. This time on target. Wide open spaces. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
That is a total bust by the defense. You can't go out there with 6 DBs and allow a wide receiver to be that wide open, make the catch, and then even make a nice run after it. Somebody
looking for the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Maryland! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. Offense trying to keep them off balance on first and 10. Looking to throw, it's Walden. He's got his man. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Price. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. And the Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work with the run on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. Still on his feet at the 35. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Watkins. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. He wants to throw it again. Snagged in the middle. It's Watkins. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Quarterback adapting. He'll take a shot. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have...
Got some room into the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Walden. Got his man down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Off play action on first down. got his man out of the backfield. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Touchdown, Michigan! He got a step and just dusted the field. The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the ring.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got thrilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on third down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Watkins. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed... talent on that throw.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They give it to him again. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Fires to the big fella. Stumbled to the ground. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Going to look downfield again. Pulls it in. the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Maryland! A great catch and run for 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Takes the handoff. It's Price. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to throw. It's Walden. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Extending the play. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. And he'll try it from the right. Hash and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. And the returner will be knocked down. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some
Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're
Lost one deep down the right side. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Looking for space, it's Price. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain, after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer. The Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking for a man. It's Walden. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Looking for the time with the extra point. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Gets it out quickly. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if there was...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
In a short yardage situation like that, 2nd and inches, everybody in this stadium thought they were going to run the football. They decided to take a shot, but just couldn't come up with it.
Finds his man. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Looking to throw again. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Working that left side now. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. It's complete. Touchdown, Terrapins! And that one will give them the lead. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Walden. He'll take the deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen him hit a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Watkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. It's Watkins. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Catch in the middle. It's Cooper. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exit. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. And he'll pull it on the read. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So 1st down will open up the final period. They'll go to the ground. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Terrapin! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Got his man on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Looking for a crease. It's Price. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Tight end now in motion. Looking to pass. It's Walden. Got his man.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He breaks a tackle.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
I think it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quick completion on the out. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. The Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. The give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the tight end. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Cooper. Runs through a tackle. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland! You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And they're...
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Walden. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Price. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Right back to the well. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. Plows through the defense. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it.